Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court update on 29th of May 2025. The court proceeding starts as the clerk announces the presence of the presiding judge, Justice Omotosho, and the court rose to welcome him. Parties from both the defense and prosecution were asked to introduce themselves. The ruling covering the trial within trial is yet to be read because it was also adjourned for written address, and of course the both parties are patiently waiting. Before the ruling of the trial within trial over the involuntariness of the defendant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's statement in 2015, both the defense and prosecution have an open floor to verbally make their arguments. The defense counsel has objected to his client's written statement and video interview. He firmly upholds his argument on illegal obtaining of statements under duress, while the prosecuting counsel demands the court overrule the defense objections and as well favor his submission. While they argue, the judge listens and records their submissions, from where lies the source of his final judgment on trial within trial. It is paramount we get clarification on why trial on the substantive or murder case was halted. Permit me to use the simplest explanatory line. In every criminal or civil matter, whatever motion or concerns you bring to the notice of the court must be ruled upon before the court proceeds. That is why it takes time to get a ruling. But in a civilized world, or in the case of accelerated hearing, it is swiftly done. The law says the court must rule on any motion before proceeding with the substantive case, ensuring that all parties have an opportunity to be heard. In this case, any party that is not satisfied with the ruling or doesn't find the judgment favorable can appeal. In layman's understanding, the court is handling a sub-branch of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, and if not concluded, the main charges will remain unattended to. Now, let's proceed to the business of the day. Few minutes after the court session started, the court has gone for an hour break. The break was not announced without giving both parties an opportunity to make their submissions and counter submissions, as it was scheduled for the final written address and ruling. While we await the presiding judge to prepare his ruling, we anticipate an unbiasedness in delivering judgment. No Oga at the top contacts, but direct legal and justifiable ruling. For those who are yet to eat, need to make use of the rest room or warm eba. It's about that time. Court break for an hour. After an hour break of the courts, now let's go down to the business of the day. It is crystal clear that an hour is enough time to analyze and prepare the ruling for trial within trial. But the presiding judge is yet to verbally read out his judgment. Silent tension across the universe, but we urge you to patiently wait for the court's ruling. Will justice prevail at the end? Yes. Wow, good news. Finally, ruling for trial within trial. The ruling reads in summary as though: presiding judge, having listened to both parties, all written statements and video interviews tendered by the prosecution, has been struck out. I hereby declare that the defendant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's statement has done under duress in the absence of his legal representative. Mind you, the judgment will determine the direction of this case and can be made public if need be or requested for. One of the big fans of this case, someone that have been following this case by name Amarachi Ibe, made a post and a comment and said, "Permit me to briefly resound and reiterate my previous victorious post. The leader of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has defeated the federal government in the trial within trial today, being the 29th of May 2025. Let's go back to the main case, shall we? Finally, following the victorious ruling in favor of the defendant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the murder case has been adjourned to 13th, 16th, 18th, and 19th of June 2025. Recall that those dates were previously assigned by the presiding judge, Justice Omotosho, on the 22nd of May for accelerated hearing. Thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comments,